Hey guys, welcome back for another tasting video. So a wee while ago I did a tasting video of Saison that was kindly sent to me by Dan. He's a fellow home brewer based in Wellington or around Wellington. Apart from sending me up the Saison, he sent me a couple of other beers, and one of them is this very special beer here. It is a spontaneous fermentation Flanders sour red ale. So you can probably see it was brewed back in 2021 and it's 5.9%. So thank you very much for sending this to me, Dan. Now I have taken up the liberty of liberty figuratively and also in a liberty glass of pouring it up just to let it warm up a little bit, and also I want to save the rest that's in the bottle to enjoy later. So as the name suggests, or the red part of the name suggests, it's got some nice sort of red hues. I'm not sure they're being picked up in the camera that well. It's sort of later in the day on Sunday. The sun's sort of starting to go down a bit, but yeah, it's got a nice sort of like a cherry red, not a dark cherry red, a lighter cherry red colour. Looks absolutely fantastic. Just holding on to a little ring of head there. So I've got a little bit of information, so thank you for sending this, Dan. Probably the first and foremost thing I had to double check with Dan, because it sort of blew my mind a little bit, is that this was fermented for 18 months at ambient room temperature. So none of your sort of 2-week ferments for this sort of style of beer. Yeah, so a wild spontaneous fermentation, 18 months, it's around 10 IBUs, and then Dan has carved it with oak. I think it was for about 9 weeks with the oak. Sorry, I forgot to write that down. Yeah, 5.9%. The grain bill is split equally between Weyermann's Pilsner malt, Munich malt and Vienna malt, and these use Saaz hops in it. And yeah, there it is there. It's actually fairly clear. Sorry about the light, but hopefully you can get an idea. Oh, you can get a better idea of the colour if I put my hand behind it. So I don't think I've ever had a home brewed version of a Flanders red ale before. The commercial version that's made here in New Zealand that springs to mind is the Craftworks Red Bonnet Flanders Red Ale, which is really, really nice. So that's really only my only sort of reference point. So yeah, we'll go in blind and see what I can pick up, and yeah, but I know it's going to be a complex beer. So yeah, cheers guys, cheers Dan. So we'll get a nose on it first. Oh, straight up I'm getting that that sourness on the nose. Yeah, not super in your face, but it's definite sourness there. And I'm thinking I'm picking up sort of slight hints of the oak that he used when he was carving it up, or had it sitting on the oak. And then I'm getting like some dark, sort of darkish or berry sort of fruit. I'm pretty sure Dan didn't actually use any fruit in this, but my understanding is the combination of the yeast, the sort of the sourness, the malts, etc., end up creating some quite complex flavors and aromas. So yeah, there seems to be some dark berry, sort of like some cherry maybe, bit of raspberry. So it smells absolutely fantastic. So we're not going to waste any more time. My mouth's watering, so we will dive in. Cheers guys, cheers again Dan. So the first thing that strikes me is you get a really mouth puckering sourness up front, which sort of dissipates fairly quickly, but it leaves you with a little bit of lingering sourness, which is really nice. I'm getting more of the oak, so I've tried to let this warm up, and then I'm getting those dark sort of, all those berry fruit flavors, which I sort of picked up a little bit on the nose coming through. Coming through even more on the flavor, and they're combining really nicely with the sourness. And then behind that, some other flavors like more like a raisin sort of flavor. Yeah, sort of sour fresh berry fruit up front, and then yeah, raisins and other sort of flavors sort of behind that. Sort of struggling a little bit to sort of describe everything I'm picking up, but it's trust me, it's a very, very nice beer. If you've never tried a Flanders red ale and you love sour beers, highly recommend giving one a go. For me, as far as sour beers go, they're right at the top there. Oh, that's really nice. I just wish more New Zealand breweries did a commercial version. I know that you've got to invest a lot of time and energy into making them, but they're well worth the time and effort. Well, I say that as a drinker. I appreciate the time and effort that other people put into making them, so I can enjoy them. I think Karamu Brewing also have done a Flanders. I'm pretty sure I've tried that. That was very nice. But yeah, the Red Bonnet from Craftworks is the one that sort of sticks in my mind. So if you're in New Zealand and you can get your hands on a bottle of that and you haven't tried it, definitely give it a whirl. But Dan's done a fantastic job with it. It's only 5.9%, but it's super complex. And it's definitely a beer that you want to sip and enjoy and try and unravel some of the flavors. Probably starting to waffle a bit, but yeah, there's so many different layers of flavor and it's so complex. Yeah, it's sort of hard to sort of just sum it up in a few words. So yeah, I am going to sit back, enjoy the rest of this inside, and I've still got some in the bottle. So thank you very much again for watching. Thank you, Dan, for sending this. Enjoy good beer. Enjoy the rest of your week or weekend if it's still going, and we'll catch you next time. Over and out. Cheers.
Thanks for watching Dina's Homebrew. If you like what you see, please comment, subscribe. Enjoy great beer.